You got something on my lip. All right, I got it. All right, we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna have a little fun. All right, let me get off my internet and bring the thing up so I can see what we're talking about. See if anybody's out here this morning. Ran upon some things I found to be rather interesting in our special little world. All right, there we go. Always got to have my echo in the morning. All right, let me get got my comment thing right there. Let me get my coffee. Yeah, I'm hanging out this morning. What's behind me? Can y'all hear me okay? Is my audio good? Can I get a thumbs up and see if I, oh, no, you probably can't hear me. Okay, let me do this. I have to shrink some stuff. All right, there we go. That should do it. Hey, good morning, Lisa. How are you doing this morning? Oh, you did? Okay, I have to check it out. I haven't checked it out this morning yet. I'm gonna check it out. Brother Bill, what's up? How you doing this morning? It's good to see you back, brother. I was a little worried about your post the other day. It's good to see that you got it kicking again. Peace and good morning, Sister Marsha. How are you doing? Brother Stephen? All right. People up this morning. Okay, I sound good. Thank you, Brother Bill. And Sister Kim, good morning. I wanted to come out here and talk about a few things this morning. Our truish society in which it doesn't, good morning or good evening. It doesn't have to be true. Like, let's be honest. We live in a world where nothing is true. If I want a Rhine zebracus or a Rhinicus, if I want it to be real in America, it's real. It's real enough to me. I don't have to look at no facts. I don't have to pay attention. I can sit here, and if I believe it, then it's good to go. It doesn't matter what you believe. You know, if I want an elephant with some butterfly ears, L butterfly, I can have an L butterfly, you know, because you got Photoshop. You can make anything real you want to be. We can have all kind of crazy politicians and parties running the world. But again, if it's true to me, then it's true. And I don't have to pay any daggone attention to what you think is true. If I want a duck horse or I want a dorse, if I want the dorse to be real, the dorse is real. You know, I could put a unicorn on the top of it, and this is my world and my reality. And I don't care what y'all have to say about politics, because if I want it to be true, it's true. If I want to elect the most evil people the planet has ever seen, the people who are the most murderous people ever going, people who have killed more people than Hitler, Mao Zedong, and Stalin, all rolled up in one. If I want them to lead my kids into the future, a beautiful future where they won't be slaves and meat to be eaten or whatever, then it could be true. Because I say it has to be true. And so if I want it to be true, it could be true. Again, this is my reality. In America, we're allowed to have our realities. If I decide one day that, damn it, I like the panther, but you know, the stealthiness of the panther, but the power of the elephant. Man, that could be true too. Why? Because I can say it, I can post it, and I don't have to give any care about what you think about what's true and what's false, because this is America. And truth is totally inside of me. I don't care what you think. If I decide that I want to be the only species in the universe, if I want to, I'm special, I'm nothing like me, then tardigrades don't have to exist. Which y'all might think this one is fake. This was not fake news. This is a brother. You need to pay attention to the tardigrade. Why? Because the tardigrade this is one of those few species that can live in outer space. Process just for a minute. Why on earth would we need a species? How could a species develop to live in outer space? if it never was in outer space? Think about that for a minute, dummy. You're not alone. But these are secrets that they hide in science, and people don't like to look in science. We like to look at our own realities. You know, if I want to grow a human ear, damn it, I can do it. But this is creepy because this one is real. We grow ears on the back of mice. We can actually do crazy stuff like this nowadays. But again, if I don't want this to have been true, nope, you can't do that. You know why? Because my God says that we can't grow ears on the back of mice. It says that in chapter 72 of 37, and it doesn't have to be true. That's not a real picture. You photoshopped that. So I'm sorry, y'all. I was feeling some kind of special way this morning. I figured I'd have a little fun. But I wanted to talk about a little reality for a minute. I wanted to talk about that report. I think it was a few days ago that they put out about in Cuba. Hold on, let me see. I got to change. Where am I? In Cuba, they were suspected of using sonic weapons on diplomats. You had a whole bunch of diplomats who started, and their families reporting that they were having problems hearing, and they were having headaches and nausea, and they were all comparing notes. And after a while, they realized somebody up to something. Something ain't, going right. And what they suspect is some sort of ultrasonic LRAD device. Now, for those of y'all who don't believe in Star Trek and all this technology, this stuff is true. Dummy, listen to me. They use this all the time. They used it in Iraq. They use it in the private sector, in shipping lanes. They have ultrasonic weapons. They've had this since the late 60s. Why? Because Russia put out reports about it in the 70s. This is very, very old technology. Why is it important? Let me show you the news article. Some of y'all think I'm fake news. I'm not. It's the news article right here. Y'all like my technology? I have so much fun with this. This is the news article right here where it talks about it. So I'll post a link, but these sonic weapons are real and they are being used. And why it's important to us, and I'm going to shoot back over, because that's my Z Rhinochus, damn it. I can have a Z Rhinochus behind me if I want to. This is my world. Your reality isn't mine. So what's important to think about these LRAD systems? So we live in this society where people, they believe what they want to believe. They believe that these sonic weapons that are being used on a regular basis, and this was Pittsburgh, by the way, they're being used on people. Y'all see, right? Let me shrink my stuff a little bit more. They're being used on people. They're being used by the military. And this gets kind of down to the gun debate, where it's like, you know what? Let's blame the guns. Damn it, somebody got shot. The damn guns did it. The number one problem with living in a society where people don't do any root cause analysis is you never solve any damn thing, right? If you're always trying to treat the side effect, all you're doing is you're perpetuating the system. And that's right, Sister Jean, they had him at Standing Rock. So this is not, you can go to Walmart and you can buy one of these. I don't have a picture of it, but you can actually buy one. They use them for dogs, and I think you can use them for bears, where you point it and you shoot them, and you're just shooting sound waves at people, whether they're audible or ultrasonic, and it's slowly affecting the brain, because our brains work with waves. Our whole body works with waves. And so they use these on these diplomats, and no one found them, so it's suspected, where you can actually go take them and put them in a bush outside and just focus it on the building. Say you piss somebody off online, they can go put it outside your garage and focus it towards your bedroom. And it's not the short term that's the problem, right? The short term, something is wrong. You're standing there, you've got an LRAD or an ultrasonic device being pointed at you. You know that it's a bad thing, so you get the hell out of the way. However, if you don't know it's there, the long-term damage that can do to the human brain. Now that's something that's not being published. I mean, we know that they're suspecting some sort of brain damage in the diplomats, the politicians, and my world. Because again, my world is what I want my world to be. You can't make brain damaged people any more brain damaged than they already. You can't take mentally ill psychopaths and make them any worse. We look at the world, like look around, look. Take a look around. You can't make this a whole lot worse. You can try all you want, but you can't. So I'm not so concerned about them using on politicians. If you're a politician watching this, I love you too, man. Don't. But y'all, we most people understand now that you're just contractors. On the lower levels, you might still be a human being, but the rest of y'all, you're just contractors for Wall Street. That's all you are. And so there's a lot of people who still believe whoever the president matters and who's in Congress matters. But there are a lot of us who really understand that none of y'all matter because you're all just contractors. You just work for different corporations. So, but anyway, I didn't want to go through that. In terms of the sonic weapons, so and I know, it's just a matter of time before the geeks get to them. We had this project one summer. The kids and I were bored. And you know what we did? We said, let's play with some solar technology. And so we went online and we found instructions on how to make solar panels. And we took the panels, we got the panels and we got the stripping wire and we got our soldering and we made the cases and we made the solar panels and we put the case and we made solar panels. And we're like, hey, this is cool. So we got the charge controller, hooked it all up, and we built a home powered, we built a solar charging system for a battery unit for the lights in the house. The cool thing was Hurricane Sandy came around. That's not cool, but it was cool for us because when the power went out, we just flipped and the lights came on. And it was fun. Problem was that we didn't have enough power. It didn't last a very long time. It lasted throughout the night, but I think the next day we started running the batteries down because, of course, the kids got laptops and they're playing games and everything. We were watching movies. And so the next year we decided, you know what? If the solar panels track the sun, we have a lot more power. So, of course, me being a bit of a geek, I went out there. We found a few plans and ideas. So we started writing software and then we, put a big panel out there and we bought the actuators, hooked them all up. And so we actually had the solar panels tracking the sun. Why am I saying all of this? I'm saying all of this because anything you want to do, it's on the internet, all of it. And it's just a matter of time before someone figures out how to get back at your dumb behind because you posted something, you pissed somebody off online, and they went and found some instructions on how to make some sort of supersonic ultrasound device, and they stick it in the bushes at your house and hook it up to a battery and let it sit there for a month. And after a month, you can't figure out why your kids are acting up, why they're flipping out, why they can't read as well, why you can't concentrate as well, why you're having headaches. This is my point about the gun debate, and it goes down into the whole ultrasonic thing and the whole fight terror with terror and fight hate with hate. People, I get everybody's got their own approaches to trying to solve problems. But if we live in our own little fake worlds and we don't process that we got a people problem, we don't got a gun problem, we don't have a politician problem, we don't have a terrorist problem, we have a people problem. And if we don't fix the people, it doesn't matter what you ban. You can ban clips, you can ban guns, you can ban the sonic weapons, you can ban metal guns, they'll make paper guns. We're going into a world where technology is outpacing your common sense. If we don't evolve socially and we don't fix people, I can tell you how all this is going to end. Because if you think that Cuba actually did that to those diplomats, you're crazy. Why? Cuba owns the building. They could have put the government, they could have put it in the walls, they could have put it anywhere they wanted to put it. Somebody made some sort of device and they put it out there to get back at America or Canada for whatever dumb thing we're doing in Cuba. And so if we don't fix people, Like, I get it. You're pissed off because Trump won. You're pissed off because Obama used to be the president. So you're pissed off at the other side. But like, really process the future of where all of this is going. If you still think that Obama ruined the world or Obama could have saved the world, you're crazy. And if you think that Trump can ruin the world or Trump can save the world, you're nuts. You're living in your own little fake world. You can go get your horse, your duck horse, whatever you. I'm put duck horse back. No, actually, I'm sorry. This is my favorite right here. You're living in your own little world, right? You know, you're living in a world of unicorns and bunnies. There is no such thing as electing a president that's going to change the world. The world does not work that way. It hadn't worked that way in a long time. So what I'm imploring and I'm asking everybody in this quick video is stop living in your freaking fake worlds. You can't change our country with legislation and politicians. We are an oligarchy. Things do not work that way. We are a massive in fact, to be honest with you, the more you think about it, and I think the more you read about it, you'll realize America actually doesn't even exist. Like, you're living fake news if you think there is a country called America. America's in your own head. It's a figment of your own imagination. Corporations run the whole damn world. There's a guy, and I forgot his name, he wrote a good book. I forgot the name of the book. I'm getting old and I forget stuff, but what he talked about was after World War II, right? How did we beat the Germans? How did we get in there and topple and beat the Germans, whose technology, mind you, kicked our butts? You could take one German engineer and they could outpace 100 American engineers. So how in that? They had tanks, man, that were double the size of ours, shot shells twice the size of our shells. Our tanks were shredded. So how in the heck did we beat them? We beat them because Roosevelt brought in corporations, businesses, and, you know, let them make billions of dollars, promised them billions of dollars to get in there and just crank Sherman tank after Sherman tank after Sherman tank after Sherman tank after Sherman. Why? Because eventually the Russian Tiger tanks would run out of shells, damn it. And so you could just shoot 20 of them, shoot 20 American tanks, but eventually the 21st one, gotcha. You know, and so, and right, and Russia was there too, Mary, and Russia did their thing. But the important portion is that we empowered corporations to take over military, basically. And Roosevelt didn't get the chance to turn that off. And that's how it spiraled into this military industrial complex and what Eisenhower talked about. So that's the real world. The elephant, if you see an elephant with some butterfly ears, if you think that you're going to keep voting for Democrats and Republicans and you think that things are actually going to change in this world, that you're going to fix something, if you still see a zebra rhinoceros butt over there and you think that you got the next president who's going to change things and do good things, and you think we're going to keep marching down this path where we're creating really, really sick people who are living in survival mode in the trailer parks, in the ghettos, you know, even in suburban America, we got people who don't know how to raise children and they're turning them into these little monsters. If you think we're going to keep going this path, if you think that you're going to go and you're going to fight hate with hate, you're going to yell and scream at it instead of make it disappear. If you really think where we end up, well, actually, and it's not we, it's our kids. If you really think this is a good idea, that we keep living in our fantasy worlds and we keep electing some of the most deadliest party grouped people on the planet, no matter how nice they talk, enjoy your elephants with your butterfly ears, because this is going to be the last human generation. But it's fun. It's fun. It's fun for us because I think y'all are crazy out your mind. The damn shame is our kids are going to hate the hell out of us because you can't get the past your own ignorance. Y'all have a good